What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got a special guest today. Introduce yourself, man.
What's good, y'all? It's Jay.lotus here on my porch in the old crib. What's going on? Shout out to Cruz for having me on, man. It's a pleasure. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Like I said, cruising through media. I appreciate you guys for clicking on today's video. Yeah, man. So we're gonna get straight into this video. Obviously, we're gonna be interviewing Jay.lotus today. That's your name, correct? That's what you go by, right? So tell us a little bit about you, man.
Yeah, as you guys know, I make music. I've been in it for about 2 years now. A little bit more about me, though, is I consider myself a very spiritual person. I try to stay tapped into my spirituality, and that was a long journey for me, so that's tied in hand to my music, which if you listen to my music, you can hear it in my lyrics. And yeah, I try to be better every day, and I try to either wake up and do something positive every day or wake up and create something positive every day. And it's really as simple as that. That's kind of what I do, and that's my message, is wake up and be positive. That's all I got for that.
I like to hear that because I went through my own spiritual journey where I was trying to only be on that same thing. So like I'm on that currently. So yeah, I really respect that, man. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about Jay.lotus. Like, where'd that come from? Where'd that originate from? And just how'd you come up with that idea of that name?
So I gotta credit my mom. My mom came up with the idea for Lotus. I put the Jay.lotus together, but she wanted me to integrate the Lotus into my name. So back to the spiritual shit, the lotus is a spiritual marker, you know what I mean? And it represents growing through adversity, because the lotus flower grows in a filthy condition. It grows in mud, and it becomes a beautiful flower. So in the name, it's my journey represents going through some shit and coming out better, you know what I mean? So it's tied right into the name.
That's really smart. Like, I really don't understand why people don't get deeper and deeper into that, because like a lot of people just come up with like little that, little this, and just, you know what I'm saying? It's like not more as deep as to what you guys like really are. So I really fuck with that.
I appreciate it.
So you make music. Obviously, you make music. Why'd you start making it? Like, what was that? Was there something that you gone through that got you start making it, or was it like inspiration by somebody? Tell me about that.
Here we go. Basically, buckle up, my boy. So I've always been a fan of all types of music, which is usually how all these questions are answered initially, you know what I mean? And I'll let you know that first. I'm inspired by anything and everything. Hip-hop, pop, reggae, rock, fucking heavy metal, whatever, you know what I mean? If it bumps, I'll listen to it. And if I'm inspired by it, I'm inspired by it, you know what I mean? So to get that out of the way, what made me want to create music was honestly, bro, like delusion. It's like it didn't make any sense. There was no like rhyme or reason or logic to it. It was just like I'm listening to music every day, and it was really during the pandemic because I got super close with I developed like a relationship with the artists I was listening to, you know what I mean? And I dove deeper into their catalogs, and I discovered more artists, and then like I developed a taste for music, you know what I mean? I didn't have it until the pandemic really hit. I was listening to whatever everybody else was listening to, you know what I mean? I was still open-minded then, but like I really started to open my mind up, and once I did that, like singing along to songs really like I don't know, it just made me want to like see what I could come up with. And so I would freestyle here or there, and I start writing shit down, and then it was usually over like beats of songs I knew that I liked, you know what I mean? And then I started looking up like type beats. I found out what type beats were on YouTube, and I started rapping over those. And I like literally with my voice recording like we're doing right now, I would put my beat on my Xbox, put a voice recording on, and then rap. And then I sent out a couple of my first demos that I made that way to a couple people I knew who made music or had something to do with it around here. And a couple people steered me in the right direction, and I eventually got a laptop. And once I got my MacBook and I learned how to make beats, that's all I do now, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of been a blur up to that point, you know what I mean? After being inspired by so many different like art forms, not even just music, because I draw inspiration from stand-up comedy for my music because of their stage presence or their confidence. I draw a lot of inspiration from movies, from the storytelling and the narratives, or like books, you know what I mean? So it's really all art forms that I take inspiration from, and like with that, it's hard to keep track of what I'm even doing, you know what I mean? Because every day I wake up and like if I see a painting I like, it could be like I have a colorful idea for music in my head now, you know what I mean? It's like it's I don't know, it's a web, it's a giant web at this point, you know what I mean?
It's all connected to music.
Yeah.
right, cool. So you're inspired, man. You got inspired by artists and other people. So we'll talk a little bit about other people at the moment. So give me 3 to 5 local artists that you just genuinely think are just good, man.
Oh man, 3 to 5. It means I gotta leave people out. No.
It doesn't have to be like best to worst or anything. Just your 3 artists that you just want to kind of shout out at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I work with a lot of people around here, and there's a lot of beautiful talent and a lot of people that really just kind of like lift me up. You know what I mean? So for the first 2, I definitely have to say are Squid Sterling. He's a professional wrestler and I guess you could say acoustic soloist. He doesn't really have a genre. We're working on getting his first single out now. He works in my studio. My friend Jacqueline, she goes by Jack Ran Away. That's her artist name. She has her first single out, At the Right Place, Jack Ran Away. It's on all platforms if you guys want to check that out. It's a dope song. Produced by your boy, but she's killing it on the vocals and that shit. Those 2 are like really close friends to me beyond the music, you know what I mean? So they have to go first. Dezypher is a rapper out in Wilkes-Barre. He has a record label called Roseanne Records, and I did open mics at this place called the Keystone, and Dezypher kind of like, it was weird. He came to one of the open mics that I did. The people that hold it, Sam and Will, they contacted him and said, like, you got to come down and see this kid that started coming to the open mics. And he invited me to start doing shows with him. He invited me to his studio. We made a song together. That's called Tempo. That's also out if you guys want to listen to that. And he became like almost like a big brother in the hip hop world to me. You know what I mean? He took me under his wing and he started showing me the way to do shit and what to do and what not to do and how to market yourself and how to carry yourself as an artist. You know what I mean? As a rapper. You know what I mean? Kouvaris, the Universal Prince. He's not from here. He's here now. He's a pop EDM artist. And he's had some success. He's had quite a bit of success in his career, actually. He's a bit older, and like he's like my guardian angel. He showed me how to do everything quality. You know what I mean? He showed me how to use the program I use to make music, and he showed me like how to stay in pitch and in key, and like he taught me things about music that I never would have thought to think about. You know what I mean? Yeah, literally a mentor. Yeah, and to go to 5th, there's so many people I could say right now, man. I don't want to leave anybody out. Oh man, I'll go with Broey because me and Broey just got a song out. So shout out to Broey. Broey's he's a genreless artist. He's a producer. He makes wild beats and collaborates with a ton of different people. We got to work together on the song Birdhouse. I'm actually almost related to Joey. I kind of am related to Joey. He goes by Broey, but his name's Joey. He's my Aunt Nicole's brother. And I didn't know he made music. Once I found out he made music, that was crazy. Yeah. And he's been another mentor to me. He showed me a lot about my program and how to mix and master properly. And he's just been another, guardian angel in my music career. So yeah. Also, I got to shout out Blak, Vader. I got to shout out Nijahova. And the rest of y'all that are mad that I'm not shouting you out, you know who you are. I love y'all very much. I smoked a little weed. Some brain farting, so yeah, that's it. Yeah, but I love y'all. Shout out to y'all for real. I could not be doing what I'm doing without you guys supporting me every day and being a mirror to reflect who I am, and hopefully I'm doing the same for y'all. So I love y'all for real. And to the viewers, go check each and every one of them out. They have really, really dope music.
Definitely go do that. So my next question for you, man, I think this question is actually pretty cool. If music wasn't a thing, like right now, currently, obviously music is, but if it wasn't a thing, if it wasn't something that you could go down a path with, what would it be? What would you do? And I'm talking about currently, obviously, like you probably had dreams since a kid, but like currently you're focused on music. What would you replace that with if you had to?
That's a great question. That's one I've never been hit with before. I don't know. I have no idea, man. I'd like to think something like creative still, like maybe something in film, you know what I mean? Or maybe like I said, I mentioned stand-up comedy earlier. I really love stand-up comedy. Maybe I would have dove into that world. Or like, I like to write. like I write music, you know what I mean? So maybe I would go into a writer's room somewhere and help work on material for a show or comedy or whatever. I don't know. It would have to be creative though. That's what I get fulfillment from, is from, you know, entertainment, you know what I mean? The entertainment industry. So yeah, definitely just something in the entertainment industry. I'm not sure what though.
Cool. I think creativity is a huge topic and something cool to talk about, just because a lot of people don't tend to have creativity just because of the school system. Like they literally rip it apart and take it out. We don't have no way to really express our creativity unless we're doing things like, you know, making music and doing things outside of what, you know, school's really kind of putting us down. It's kind of crazy, but right here is perfect time to take a little break. So basically, I'm going to put a little point in the video where I want you guys to genuinely just focus, man. Just check out what it is that I'm going to show you in that, because it's going to be really, really valuable. And then we'll be right back. So if you were wondering where you could find jay.lotus, first link in the description will be his link tree. And his link tree will take you to all of his social medias. It's just an easy way of getting to it. Welcome back, guys. So my next question for you, bro. This is a goofy question, and this is a question that not a lot of people would even ask. But do you remember that day that we were playing basketball at Weston Field? And I remember the move, bro. I do. I know it was a snatchback. Step back to the three, and I fell. Do you remember that day, bro?
Oh, I do, man. I do.
Yeah,
Clear as
bro.
day, man. Clear as day. It was a beautiful day out, if I do say. Yeah, man, I do remember that. Because as you know, man, I'm younger than you. That felt great, dude. You were like a mentor to me in basketball at that point. You and like Jose and even Angel Bumass and Ralph, like y'all were older than me and my homies. So like when y'all would hoop, we would be able to run with y'all. Obviously, that's why we play games together and shit. Like we would score and shit. But you know, sometimes we get pinned on the backboard. Sometimes, you know what I mean. So when I dropped Cruz, man, it was like I slayed the beast, son. For real, it was great. Yeah, that was. It did give me confidence in that snatchback though, bro. I used that every day after that. I was like, that works. Yeah, so yeah, I remember that, man. That was great. Finally got my revenge after all.
That's crazy too, because you know I've not gotten dropped ever in my life since then. Still, the only person still to this day, and so obviously that's gonna change because I'm starting to play against higher more competition, and I'm understanding defense, and you gotta really put more effort into it. And sometimes you can just be caught out and just fall. It happens.
You gotta fall, yeah.
It happens. But yeah. So my next question for you is, man, it's not really a question, but tell us a story that shaped who you are today.
Okay, so this is a story that maybe not a lot of people know. I've told a lot of people close to me, but it's like integral to who I am and who I became. So when I was in high school, my junior year, before COVID, before all that bullshit happened, it was maybe, I think, October. It was before basketball tryouts. I made the team for the first year in my life, the year before, my sophomore year. I made junior varsity. I got hurt. I didn't play much. It sucked, but I was hell-bent on, you know, killing shit junior year. That's like your most important year in high school. So junior and senior. So I'm in class one day, early in the school year, and I get up. I don't feel well. I'm going to tell the teacher I'd like to go to the nurse, and I fall down, pass out, smack my head on my desk, bro. Yeah. And I'd had a couple concussions before this, so it wasn't good. And they literally like had to get me in a wheelchair, bro. It was fucking crazy. I never experienced nothing like this. Never like nothing medically, you know what I mean? And I went to the ER. They were like, "You definitely are concussed. You got fucked up at school today, kid." So I had a hard time like focusing after that. Like it was my 4th or 5th concussion. So like that I went to the doctor for. Who knows how many? You know, I just got swept under the rug. But so I was like, it was hard for me to focus, and like school was like more difficult. You know what I mean? And school didn't really come hard to me. It always came easy to me. So I was in difficult classes, and it was hard for me to keep up on them. And I went cyber. I was like, they didn't have honors classes in cyber school, but I really wasn't worried about it. I wanted to shift my life path at that point. They told me I probably shouldn't play sports for 2 years. my junior and senior year of high school. So it was like, you know, I could fucking, you know, try to go to college and try to play and try out and try to go play overseas or do whatever, you know what I mean? But realistically, I wasn't making the league, bro, you know what I mean? Like, I would have loved to, that was the dream, but I wasn't making the league. I didn't make much noise in high school, you know what I mean? So I didn't make any noise in high school, so I had to give the dream of basketball up, bro, which 99% of kids that love basketball have to do at some point, you know what I mean? So I just wasn't ready to do it that early, and it really fucked with me. So that's part of the reason I was so delusional and became a fucking rapper, you know what I'm saying? Because I needed something that was that big to chase after, you know what I mean? Because I was trying to become something, and like, even if I wasn't going to go to the NBA, I really thought I could have played Division 1 or 2 basketball, or went and played somewhere overseas, you know what I mean? I thought that was a possibility for me. So it sucked not to do that, and that was game changing for me in the best way at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Because like today, I don't love basketball the way I did, which means that it wasn't really my true calling, and it was something I loved at the moment, and like, it was my first love, you know what I mean? And now I'm onto something different, which I've accepted, you know what I'm saying?
So that's what you just said, bro. Honestly, I can totally relate, like 100%. I think my moment was when I stopped. When I went to Buffalo. I went to Buffalo, New York. I played basketball and made the team. My first ever basketball team I ever made, my senior year. And when I made the team, I was excited, bro. I went there, did everything, and then I had to move back. I couldn't even really play in the season. Something occurred in my life. I had to move back over here. And just that really just was a time where I just didn't want to play basketball anymore. I just really wanted to focus on something entirely different. And so, in conclusion, I won't even get into too deep about my story, but I totally feel exactly what you're saying, man. I totally feel it. And that letting go of that dream sometimes is probably best, because with you now, you make music now. So where do you see yourself in the upcoming years? What is some goals? What are some things people would see from you?
I have a lot of goals for the upcoming years. So, like, my 5-year plan is, in the next 2-3 years, I'd like to completely dominate the local scene. I'd like my name to be connected with hip-hop in Northeast Pennsylvania, which will be done, 100%. Y'all will see that happen. I'd like to do every show and venue around here I can, from the fucking V-Spot up to Mohegan Sun, literally. Everywhere, dude. Montage, fucking, that's what I want to do. I want to conquer the local scene, and then I do want to leave here, but I don't want to leave here without doing my due diligence and putting my people on that I came up with. But the real goal is to go out somewhere where the music scene is thriving and where I can make a living doing this. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't seem as plausible out here. It's possible, but it's just like, do I want to make... You know what I'm saying? Like, do I really want to stay out here, make a living doing that? It'd be cool and whatever, but it just doesn't seem like something I'd like to do. So for the next, 5 years, I want to do my due diligence here, and then I'd like to move somewhere different. And, I'll have a history then, and I'll have a bag I can pull from. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the plan is West Coast because, it's warm. You know what I mean? Exactly. But also, I'll be bringing an East Coast bag and an East Coast style that they'll appreciate. You know what I mean? The hip-hop heads over there will, at least.
Yeah. Got you. So let's get a little bit deeper into music. So tell me 5 people in the music industry. It doesn't even really have to be a rapper or a specific artist. It could be a producer, or it could be somebody who's behind the camera but that's involved with it. But tell me 5 people who are just inspirational to your music type of style and how you create music.
So, like we touched on earlier, I'm inspired by a lot of different types of music. But for me specifically, and my style, I would have to say Mac Miller, Coda the Friend. I don't know if y'all know him. Coda the Friend. A lot of people say I sound just like him, which is funny because I was inspired by him, but I didn't really try to emulate his style. I think we're just kind of on the same wavelength or whatever. Smino. I fucking love Smino, dude. I'm inspired by his music. Yeah, his shit's crazy. For more mainstream guys, J. Cole, Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt, the whole Odd Future gang, and just anything conscious or weird hip-hop wise, you know what I mean? Anything that's you listen to it and you're like, what the fuck at first, and then the next 2 or 3 times you listen to it, you're screaming the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? You're bumping that shit like Yonkers, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. That's the type of shit I fuck with pretty much, and that I was inspired by, and try to create. You know what I mean? If anything, if I try to emulate anything, it's those type of guys for sure.
Got you. So other people are a big inspiration to you. So if there is people watching currently, like people that just want to make music or they're interested in getting down the path that you're going down, what is some advice that you would give them to help them out?
You gotta just do it. Like anytime I bullshitted or like sat and thought and like wrote down all my, don't get me wrong, writing down your plans and your ideas is good, but like don't linger on it, bro. Take action. Like you gotta go out there and show people what you think you're capable of. Cause I was like when I first started rapping, it was like, do I gotta go like rap for niggas? What do I have to do, bro? How do I prove myself in this shit? You know what I mean? Make songs. That's all you gotta do. You gotta like find beats, find somebody that can make a backtrack for you. Find someone that can play guitar. Talk to people who know what they're doing and like have been in the industry and been in that world, because they're everywhere. Everybody knows somebody that knows how to play guitar or something. You know what I'm saying? So just talk to them and ask them what their experiences are. Google shit, watch YouTube videos. You can self-teach yourself anything, especially in music. So like my first little home setup I got cost me like, it cost me more, but it could cost you like around $500 to get a real studio setup that you can record music on it. It just get a $100 microphone, get some laptop with some software. You could use fucking GarageBand. It doesn't matter, dude. And that's really all you need. Get a pair of headphones and bro, put them shits on, make a beat and rap over it or sing over it. Do what you do. Pick up your guitar and plug it in or whatever. It's just get out there and do it and show people that, you know, you're an artist and you're trying to create shit, because you're not going to make any noise or develop any sort of connections unless you're actually out there trying to do it. You know what I mean?
A big thing that everybody's saying when I ask this question is just do it. Like, yeah. and I think that's a big thing. Like, literally just do it, because if you don't do it, you never make progress. It's that simple. So, are there any topics, anything you want to talk about that I have not brought up yet?
Anything I want to talk about? I don't know. We covered a lot, man. We covered everything from like how I'm inspired by music and like what I do and why I do it, and we've even covered like the outside areas, other things that happened in my life. I don't know. We could talk a little more about basketball. I mean, that's something me and you have in common. That you know, that's how we met, dude. You know what I mean? That's why we know each other. So, I don't know. I just like, today I still think of like what basketball did for me, and like what I carry today socially. You know what I mean? That I learned how to communicate with people and like how to go about confrontation properly, and you know what I mean, how to manage your aggressiveness. And like I try not to take those things for granted, and I kind of wonder, what have you taken like from the game that translates into other aspects of your life, maybe even to this, you know what I mean?
And that's a question for me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So what have I taken from the game that has added to other aspects of my life? I think patience, because when I first started playing basketball, I was just trying to just do everything, run around quickly, like, and looking at like, it's just, the point is just I wasn't patient. And like, bro, you can get 3 dribbles, and it can take you so many places. And being patient is just within life. Like, for example, right now making these videos for you guys, like, I know it's not going to be the best quality. It's not going to attract the most people. But right now, starting is just doing it, as well as talking about what you said, and being patient is definitely going to help me. And I want to throw that question to you, right back to you. So
I like that, man. Being patient, that's a big one, because like I think that you could take that from anywhere in life, and to take it from a place like basketball really solidifies it, because it shows that if you're patient, you will have success. You know what I mean? It literally directly, there's no wait in basketball if you're patient. You know what I mean? If you wait and you show that you're willing to do that, then you're gonna see the success from it. But for me, the biggest thing that I probably took from the game is dealing with fear. You know what I mean? And like managing your fears, because like, I don't know how many other people dealt with this, but I can't tell you how many times a 13, 14-year-old Jay walked down to Weston Field and saw the park packed with a bunch of big-ass niggas, you know what I'm saying, and did not want to hoop no more. But, like, bro, you got to nut up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not walking to no other park, bro. Every other park's too deep. I'm fucking 13 years old. So, and, you know, if that's where all your homies are at for the day, whatever. So it made me have to confront that and have to go and stand on the sideline and you say, I got next. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you're not confident in yourself. And, like, you know, I don't know. It went from not getting the ball passed to you all game to getting the rock once or twice to getting it, hitting a three to becoming the little nigga that could shoot. You know what I'm saying? The little nigga that could dribble or whatever. So, like, and you learn how to play a role that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you learn how to be valuable to people, even if they're older and more skilled than you or more experienced in a field. You know what I mean? And, like, I take that today in music because I'm not experienced in this shit. I've been doing it for, like, 2 years. But if you put me in a room with niggas that have been doing it for 10 years, I can still get the best out of them as a producer or give them a fire 16 as a rapper. You know what I mean? So it's about, like, that taught me how to know my role in relation to being afraid of participation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like that a lot because I was the same exact way, man. Same exact way. I think every hooper at one point was when there's people that are a lot better. When there's people that are better than you, or not even just better than you, but just intimidate you a little bit, bro. It's just like you go through your head, and that was me every time I would step on the court. But I think one thing that really got me to stop that was just learning that fear is just going to be natural. It's like it's going to be a part of you. It's just you're going to feel it, and how you deal with it really just determines the outcome. And so my next question for you is, where can they find you? Like, what are some socials? What are some places that they can look up if they were interested in learning more about you, or maybe contacting you, or just hearing what you are doing currently?
So there's a couple places y'all can find me at. If all my contact information and all my information is at jay.lotus.com. So you can find everything you need there. There's some merch up there, bunch of shit. Go check it out. Cost me $30 a month, so definitely go check it out. But yeah, I'm at jay.lotus on all streaming platforms. Jay.lotus Music on Instagram and YouTube. I'm posting consistently. You guys will definitely see what I'm doing there. I got a song coming out on Friday called Introspective. That's leading up with another announcement coming after that, so stay tuned. And I have some shows coming up if you guys would like to come see me live. I'll be at the Keystone on June 21st and August 31st, putting on my own showcases with some local artists that I've come to meet and become good friends with. So we're going to be putting on a dope show. The June 21st show is free, so y'all got no excuse. Pull up. That'll be fun. So yeah, that's where you guys can find me digitally and in person. So if you'd like to, come fuck with me.
Yeah, definitely go do that, guys. Check out all those things. I'll also put the links in the description down below, and I'll put whatever else you want me to add more. I'll put it all down there. But I wanted to thank you personally, yes, you right there, for coming and clicking on this video and actually watching it through the entire and I hope you enjoyed it. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please show your enjoyment by clicking the like button, commenting down below, or if you want me to subscribe if you haven't, I really would appreciate that. But I really don't have anything else to say. Do you have any last words, man?
Stay positive and be good, man. Be good to the people around you and try to meet new people every day. You know what I mean? Try to do something positive every day. Stay up. The Lotus is out, man. Thank you, Cruz. I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate you doing this stuff.
Yeah, of course. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you as well, my guy. Stay cruising through life. Obviously, I love you guys. So appreciate you guys.
Think about New York and Philly and LA and Chicago. There's competition everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Starting a business, what the fuck? You know, you have to be 10 years in the game and know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So here, bro, everybody's kind of just getting started. So it's like, I don't know, bro. Oh shit, what's up, my nigga?
What's up, my guy?